get ready, because the Michigan you think you know is only scratching the surface. There are small towns here with names that will make you laugh, stare in disbelief, and even ask yourself, is this actually real? From hell, which is as literal as it sounds, to Climax, which might make you blush, to Colon, the home base of America's legendary magicians. Each town is stranger than you ever imagined. This is not an ordinary map. This is a journey into 15 of the smallest, most absurd, and most wonderfully weird towns in Michigan. Hold on tight, because we're about to push past the limits of small-town American logic and humor. Imagine you're on a road trip through Michigan, and suddenly you see a wooden sign that says, "Welcome to Hell." And no, it's not a joke. Located about 15 miles northwest of Ann Arbor, this tiny village has a population of fewer than 100 people. Technically, it's just an unincorporated community in Livingston County, but its branding? Absolutely world-class. The origin of the name is still debated. One of the most popular stories says that when residents were asked what they wanted to call the place, a man replied, "You can name it Hell for all I care." And somehow, the name stuck. What makes it even weirder is that Hell fully embraces its identity. There's the Hellhole Diner, Scream's Ice Cream, and you can even buy a square inch of hell complete with an official certificate. Every year they hold Hellfest, and couples can even get married in hell. Because honestly, who wouldn't want to say they got married in hell? Economically, it's very small. There are barely any large residential areas. It's more of a novelty stop than a traditional town. Yes, that really is its name. Climax. Located in Kalamazoo County, this small village has a population of around 700 people. It's quiet, rural, and surrounded by the typical fields and forests of southern Michigan. But of course, what makes people stop isn't the scenery, it's the town sign. The origin of the name is actually fairly normal. Supposedly, 2 railroad lines were being planned, and this village was referred to as the Climax, or the peak point of the route debate. The word stuck, and since the 1830s, Climax has been officially on the map. Ironically, life here is anything but dramatic. The median household income is around $86,000. The crime rate is very low, well below the national average, and most residents work in education, light manufacturing, or commute to Kalamazoo. Interestingly, the local school sports team is called the Climax Scots Panthers. And yes, game announcers sometimes have to be extra professional when saying the name. Located in Huron County, in Michigan's Thumb region that stretches out into Lake Huron, Bad Axe has a population of about 3,000 people. Its name comes from an 1860s legend. A surveyor reportedly found an old broken axe, a bad axe, lodged in a tree, and the name eventually attached itself to the settlement. From the outside, the name sounds aggressive, but the reality? A calm Midwestern small town with corn and soybean fields stretching in every direction. The median household income is around $44,000, and the crime rate is relatively low compared to the national average. Most cases involve minor violations rather than serious crimes. Interestingly, the Thumb region was once a center of the lumber industry before shifting to agriculture after massive fires in the late 19th century. moment you enter Frankenmuth, the architecture changes instantly. Sharp Bavarian-style rooftops, German timber frame facades, and shop signs written in German. None of it is by accident. The town was founded in 1845 by Lutheran immigrants from Bavaria who wanted to preserve their culture in America. Its population is around 5,300 people, yet millions of tourists visit every year. The median household income is about $85,000, with a crime rate that is low, far below the national average. Frankenmuth is known as the home of the world's largest family-style chicken restaurant, and every fall, the town hosts an Oktoberfest that is officially recognized by Munich. There is even a massive Christmas store that stays open all year long. What makes it weird is not because it is strange, but because of its unwavering consistency. On the map, Colon looks like just another small village in St. Joseph County, with a population of only about 1,200 people. The median household income sits in the low $50,000 range, and the crime rate is low, typical of a relatively safe and quiet Midwestern small town. But do not be fooled. Since the 1920s, Colon has been nicknamed the magic capital of the world. It all began when legendary magician Harry Blackstone Sr. settled here. His presence attracted other magicians, and slowly Colon transformed into something like a secret headquarters for the American magic world. This is where Abbott's Magic Company stands, a magic shop and manufacturer that has existed for nearly a century and is considered legendary among magicians. Every summer, this small village hosts Abbott's Magic Get-Together, an annual magic convention that draws performers from around the globe. Located on the Keweenaw Peninsula in Upper Michigan, Gay is incredibly small. Its population does not even reach 3,000 people. One main road, a row of old houses, and the vast stretch of Lake Superior spreading out in front of it. But of course, what makes people stop is the town sign that reads, Gay, Michigan. The name actually comes from Joseph E. Gay, a mining company official in the early 1900s. So it is not about the modern meaning of the word, but still, times have changed, and today, the name has become an attraction of its own. In the past, Gay was a fairly busy copper mining town. After the mining industry collapsed, the population shrank dramatically. The median household income in the surrounding area is around $53,000, with limited job opportunities, most of them seasonal or requiring long commutes. The crime rate is extremely low, largely because the community is very small and remote. Paradise is located in the Upper Peninsula, right along the shores of Lake Superior. And yes, the scenery is absolutely dramatic. Dense forests, rocky shorelines, powerful waves, and winters that can feel completely unforgiving. The population is small, around 400 people, and living here truly feels remote and isolated from the rest of the world. Economically, the median household income is around $45,000, with many jobs depending on seasonal tourism, fishing, and small local businesses. The crime rate is low, extremely low, because this is the kind of place where everyone knows each other. What makes Paradise unique is the contrast in its name. Paradise sounds tropical and warm, but the reality, this is a region known for heavy snowstorms and extreme temperatures. Nearby is Whitefish Point, the site of the sinking of the legendary SS Edmund Fitzgerald in 1975. one of the most famous maritime tragedies in Great Lakes history. In the Upper Peninsula, near Lake Superior, Lake Linden was once the heart of America's copper industry. From the late 19th century into the early 20th century, the area boomed thanks to the Calumet and Hecla Mining Company. Massive smelters stood along the lake. Railroad tracks were constantly busy, and thousands of workers arrived hoping to build a better future. Today, the population is only about 1,000 people. The median household income is around $43,000, lower than the national average, and job opportunities are limited. Many residents commute or rely on small service businesses and seasonal tourism. The crime rate is relatively low, but the economy has clearly slowed compared to its golden years. What makes Lake Linden weird is not its name, but its atmosphere. There is a subtle industrial ghost-era feeling. Not a ghost town, but a town that was once deeply important and now lives in the shadow of its own history. Deep in the forests of western Michigan, Idlewild was once known as Black Eden. In the early 20th century, when segregation still limited access for African Americans to many resorts and beaches, Idlewild became a safe, elegant, and vibrant vacation destination. From the 1940s through the 1960s, the place flourished. Doctors, lawyers, musicians, and middle-class Black families came to enjoy the lake, summer cottages, and lively nightclubs. Legends like Aretha Franklin and Jackie Wilson once performed here. Its permanent population is small, only a few hundred people, with a median household income around $44,000 and a relatively low crime rate. After segregation ended and travel opportunities became more widely accessible, Idlewild gradually lost its exclusivity and experienced economic decline. Its name comes from a Native American language and is often interpreted to mean Big Lake. Onekama sits along the shore of Lake Michigan in Manistee County. The population is small, around 1,300 people. The median household income is about $70,000, with a low crime rate, typical of a relatively safe resort village where neighbors know each other well. Summer, absolutely beautiful. Sailboats drift across Portage Lake, wooden cottages line the water, and golden sunsets melt into Lake Michigan. Many of the homes here are seasonal properties, but the off-season tells a different story. Shops close earlier, streets grow nearly empty, the wind off the lake feels sharper and colder. The lively resort town energy fades into something quiet and slightly mysterious. Yes, there really is a place called Christmas in Michigan. It is located in the Upper Peninsula near Munising and Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. The population is small, fewer than 5,000 people, and administratively, it is just an unincorporated community. The name appeared in 1938 when a businessman opened a Christmas-themed store along the highway and named the area Christmas. The branding worked. To this day, the holiday atmosphere lingers all year long. The median household income in the surrounding area is around $43,000. The economy depends heavily on seasonal tourism, especially visitors heading to Pictured Rocks. The crime rate is low, typical of a small and relatively safe community. Here you will find Santa-themed souvenir shops, red and green decorations even in July, and a kitschy but charming holiday vibe. But visit in winter, with thick snow, silent forests, and the gray skies over Lake Superior, and Christmas feels far quieter than its name suggests. If Wisconsin is famous as the cheese state, Michigan has Pinconning. This small town in Bay County is officially known as the cheese capital of Michigan. Its population is around 1,200 people. The median household income is about $64,000, and the crime rate is relatively low, typical of a small town that feels safe and calm. Pinconning is known for its signature cheddar style called Pinconning cheese, which has a softer, creamier texture compared to sharp traditional cheddar. Since the early 1900s, cheese production has been the town's main identity. There is even a massive cheese store along the highway that draws in road trip travelers. The downtown area is small, with classic Midwestern brick buildings and a close-knit community vibe. Each year, they host a cheese festival that reinforces their branding. What makes Pinconning feel weird is how seriously they protect that identity. Many towns have a signature product, but here, cheese is not just food, it is the town's identity. Located just east of Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti has a population of about 20,000 people. The median household income is around $46,000, lower than its more affluent neighbor next door. The crime rate here is above the national average for a city of its size, particularly in property-related offenses, although the busy downtown areas near campus tend to feel safer and more active. The city is named after a hero of the Greek War of Independence, Demetrios Ypsilanti, which explains why the spelling feels like a linguistic puzzle. Ypsilanti is home to Eastern Michigan University, giving the city a strong college town energy filled with colorful murals, vinyl record shops, and indie bars that feel slightly gritty yet undeniably creative. Tecumseh is named after the legendary Shawnee leader Tecumseh, an important figure in early American history who sought to unite native tribes in resistance against settler expansion in the early 19th century. The name itself immediately gives the town a powerful historical aura. Located in Lenawee County, about 60 miles southwest of Detroit, Tecumseh has a population of roughly 8,600 people. The median household income is around $62,000, relatively solid for a small Midwestern town. The crime rate is also low, below the national average, especially in violent crime. Unlike several Michigan industrial towns that faced steep decline, Tecumseh has remained more economically steady, thanks in part to light manufacturing and resilient local businesses. The name Tecumseh carries echoes of major conflict and struggle, yet the modern town feels peaceful, orderly, and far removed from the turbulence that inspired it. Allegan is located in southwest Michigan, about 40 minutes from Grand Rapids. Its name is believed to come from a Native American word, though its exact meaning is still debated. Some versions suggest it relates to a peaceful lake or beautiful river, referring to the Kalamazoo River that runs through the town. The population is about 5,000 people. The median household income is around $52,000, with a crime rate slightly above the national average for a small town, particularly in property-related categories, though violent crime remains relatively low. Downtown Allegan looks like a classic Midwestern postcard. A grand 19th century courthouse stands at the center, old brick buildings line the streets, and the small-town atmosphere feels authentic. The county fair has been running for more than 170 years, one of the oldest in the state. What makes Allegan feel weird is not anything extreme or kitschy. It is the subtle sense that the town exists like a time capsule, calm, slightly slower paced, and holding on to its old character amid the changes of modern Michigan.